with people making it seem like children are going to be, are the end of everything. I don't like people discouraging women from having children.
Where does she do? I'm just curious. When does she discourage?
Well, whenever she comes to the AUC, the main topic of discussion is abortion.
Okay.
As if, and I mean, unfortunately, she fits the narrative. Unfortunately, reproductive rights in terms of abortion. They don't talk about allocating any money to fibroid research or endometriosis research or PCOS research.
I agree with it.
All things that disproportionately affect black women
now,
and their
now hold on.
infertility.
Wait a minute. Let's just now.
That's
give
reproductive health.
I will.
And she's a black woman.
Let's be clear.
And I heard her speak
Reproductive
on it.
health. Well, let's hold on. Wait a minute. I agree with you on that because they do need to talk more about. We were talking about it in the dressing room about fibroids and IU because I do want to say that white women are the ones pushing the narrative with abortion. Let's get that clear. Let's stop acting like this is a black woman issue. No, let's get this clear.
Every election, it's black women will die unless abortion is
right. But I'm
accessible.
talking about the reality. The reality is when you look at the women who are advocating for abortion, because I'm a mother too. So you talking to a fellow mama. So we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna stop putting this stigma on black women. I'm not talking about Harris. I'm talking about me and you, mother to mother. It's really important. I want to lay this out, and then we'll get to you, brother. But let's stop putting this black women are talking about abortion, because when you look at these abortion, let me finish. When you look at these abortion rallies, it's white women out there doing it. You know why? Because they got the Ring Before Spring program. So it's not that, did I say it? They got the Ring Before Spring program. In case y'all don't know what that is, these white women are the ones that flipped from Trump to Biden, went from Obama to Trump and back to Biden, and they'll be the ones deciding this election versus Roe versus Wade. Because black women, just let me hear you out, because y'all know y'all love talking about single black women, that's your favorite term. Black women have learned that I'm gonna be all right, me and my son, with or without you. So black women have been conditioned, unfortunately, because of the black family issues, been conditioned to say, I'm gonna have my baby anyway. I'm gonna be all right anyway. It's the white woman that's sitting up talking about, let me get the abortion, because they train their young girls that if you have a baby, a ready-made baby, you are now damaged. So this is what we know based on facts. So I just want to be clear. I understand the abortion issue, and I tell Democrats all the time.
Sitting next to a big dog. You sit next to a big dog. But out of that whole stage right there, if Trump wins, only one of y'all going to the White House, and that's Michaela right there.
And
so we got to be honest on what we got to know. We have to know. What I'm saying is, hold on. Out of the whole crowd, only one person. Hold on. Let me just.
You gotta listen to each other. Let's hear.
Go ahead, brother.
And this is why the black people,
finish.
and when it comes down to,
finish your comment, baby.
when it comes down to a divide,
focus on
when it comes down to a divide in our community, this is why, because we're talking about everybody being so politically correct instead of in 4 years, what are we going to get? You mentioned chaos. Black people have been in chaos way before this debate ever started. We're in chaos in the homeless shelters. We're in chaos when it comes to the Department of Labor. We're in chaos, the fact that Jock has to bring out laptops for the kids because there's not enough resources in our community.
Right.
And so when we have a sister with a different opinion than ours, it's about giving that respect. The fact that...
hold on, wait a minute. I gotta... Wait, no, you're not... No, I'm gonna stop you because you're going on and on. And this sister here is the one that invited this sister. So if I did not respect this sister, she wouldn't be sitting here, and you're gonna put some respect on that. We're not gonna sit up here... No, you can get frustrated and look down and all of that. Relax. Well, we gotta make sure we're very clear. This platform was designed to bring this sister here. So if there was no respect for this sister, she wouldn't be here. So let's make sure we're using the right context, brother. I don't mind you making the point about one sister going. This is the only sister on this stage that want to go. So let's also make that clear, because I don't work in no White House. So I want to be clear about that. Everybody ain't trying to get a job in the White House. You can continue, but let's not act like she's not respected, because she is. We just have a difference of opinion.
When people are yelling about who's a big dog.
I am a big dog.
And what I'm saying is,
I'm a big dog.
Out of this whole stage, only one person was standing on the stage with a presidential candidate.
Only one person on this stage flipped Michigan. And only one person on this stage organized over 2,000 people every year. Only one person was the racial justice director for Bernie Sanders. Only one, because remember, you don't want to do resumes, because the sister already said she don't have no resume.
So I like to highlight something that, guys, at least once a week, I got to talk about black politics. So I found this, thanks to Black Conservative Perspective, I found an interesting clip that he reacted to. And I wanted to highlight it because of the fact that in black politics, it's too specific to race, right? As you saw from the intro, you saw how they talk about, hey, she ain't sleeping with a black man, black woman, they ain't really speaking for us, right? It's this like exclusivity club. Like black people use their race as like some type of exclusivity card. Like, oh, you ain't part of the club, then you ain't part of our interest type of thing. And in the intro, you saw how the lady already started getting combative with the black conservative woman sitting to her left. I think that's Michaela. That is Michaela, sorry. And one of the arguments that she made was the fact that the black women tell white women what to do. No, 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 no. That's a narrative you like to sell. Because white women is the reason why you got welfare and all this stuff. And she don't talk about what broke up the black family. It's liberal ideas, it's liberal policies that incentivize black women to pretend that they can raise a kid by themselves, when in reality, a lot of these single moms, a large percentage of them are on welfare, getting Section 8 help. They don't want to talk about that, but they talk about doing bad all by themselves. And I'm tired of this narrative that black women, black liberals try to portray out here. And you're going to see why black politics is not taken seriously, because this is about to turn into a reality show real quick. And before I go into it, Michaela was trying to highlight the fact that the reality is black women disproportionately has more abortions than any group of people, any other race of people in America. So this idea that, oh no, it's black women telling white women what to do. Black people, black women, you're part of a group that's 30% of the population, yet you're responsible for 40% of abortions, the largest percentage of abortions. You have more black babies are killed by abortion, because I'm pro-life, are killed by abortion than white babies are, total numbers. But you guys start talking about this narrative that black women ain't with their kids. In New York, more babies are aborted than born. But you want to pretend that you telling white women what to do.
I wanted to be clear. I wasn't saying that.
I know, but I just want to be clear, because I don't want that stigma out there just running with the trolls in the comments. I want to be clear that black women are not the ones. That's why you don't see us in the pussycat hats and all of that talking about abortion.
Are the ones they're promoting this too.
Yeah, but
you're
no,
going to die
and that's where I'm disagreeing with you, because the thousands of women that are out protesting for abortion are white women.
And
that's the bottom line.
Black women that we need
right, but
abortions.
it's white women though. But we ain't out there though, sis. So let's be.
You're doing it though. Look at the numbers. Hey, this is why. Look, look. They love to call black conservative coons, but black conservatives are right on this issue. Hey, yo, y'all are the ones that do the most abortion out of any group of people. So where are you getting this narrative from? Oh, it ain't black women, sis. It is black women, sis. Like, come on. Nothing to instantiate their evidence, nothing. And you wonder why black liberals turn me off a lot. You wonder why I was never a liberal in my life. Because if you have any critical thinking skills, if you can think beyond your personal interest, you're not convinced by this. Black people in the middle, I'm a conservative, but black people in the middle should be able to see my point. They should be seeing, if you put out this narrative, it ain't black women, but then a black conservative such as myself highlights how actually 1 million abortions happen a year, and 40% of those 1 million abortions, which is 400,000 abortions by black babies, are done by black women. And 99% of those abortions are elective. That means a lot of these women chose to abort and kill healthy, viable babies with no disabilities, no threat to their life. They just chose to. Oh, I want an abortion. Dead. That's 99% of abortions. And she's gonna sit here. I don't know if she's ignorant. And then the black liberal Democrat women, usually they're the ones that portray this idea that, oh, if you're not like them, if you don't think like them, you're ignorant on a topic. You got to do your research. Sounds like someone needs to do their own research. Sounds like they need to do some research. But unlike you, I'm not going to just tell you to do research. I'm going to highlight why I think the way I think. This is what's missing from black liberal women. I'm sorry, I'm going off on black liberal women, but this is the truth. This is what's wrong with y'all. Y'all be talking like y'all know every damn thing, and then you got no evidence to support what you're talking about. And then when you do bring up evidence, and then people question your methodologies, they have conflicting facts, you don't know how to square that. And this is how this drama started. I digress.
They're telling us that.
But who gives a damn what they telling? We want to be clear.
So how did this become to the attention of Kamala Harris?
Let's not move the goalposts.
The white women.
The bottom line is black women are not advocating for abortion, but I agree. And I don't
like them making us. Exactly.
Baby, listen, black women been doing what the white women don't tell us what to do. We tell white women to do.
Okay.
So let's be clear. But I don't know what kind of black women you are, but we the type black I want to be clear.
You, but
it's important that we be clear about that.
White women hold positions of power that we don't.
Well, maybe they control you. They don't control the sisters.
I'm telling you though.
But I'm telling you that I agree.
Just like the white men.
Are you hearing what
exist.
I'm telling you, or you ain't listening?
I'm listening
I
to you.
agree that Democrats.
I just feel like you're trying to make my point something that
I'm not trying to make it. I just want you to listen. Democrats do a terrible job in talking about reproductive health as far as fibroids. We were literally in the dressing room talking about fibroids, and I said they really need to be talking about fibroids. They really need to be talking. I was in real time on the phone with my daughter and her doctor while I was getting my makeup done. So I am agreeing with you that they do not talk about the reproductive health. They do not talk about
So this is that's an argument that I think was like kind of, if I want to take something good out of this, that was good at the fact that they don't look at reproductive health holistically. When usually when Democrats talk about reproductive health is their ability to kill their baby. That's usually the only thing they talk about when it comes to reproductive health. So I appreciate that highlighting that point. I guess it takes a woman to highlight that, but look how the conversation went about. It's like and I don't want to say something unflattering, but this is true. This is why black women are the most single, least married group of women in America. Now, I believe it's due to cultural reasons. Black women been conditioned and instilled these behaviors and these negative traits that doesn't make it conducive for a relationship. I believe that's what's driving this behavior. I don't think it's race related. But you already see the combativeness. Like you already see it about to go off. It about to go off the rails real soon. I'm sorry. Let me let it play out.
IVF. They do not talk about birth control helping us with our very painful menstruation. I am telling you that Democrats fail in that area. Where I am gently correcting you is that white women are talking about abortion, not the sisters.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
As a white woman, because I don't advocate for abortion, but have you noticed like all the men don't want Camilla, a woman running the country, but when they do jury selection, or in the clips you showed, when they do jury selection, they do a lot of research on like different races and genders and how they identify, and they say like white women actually identify as being a woman first before being Caucasian.
What are you talking about?
And black women identify with their race first. And
You
don't
could
you
tell.
think like there's something about being inclusive and like women supporting women in general?
Ma'am, white women, y'all, in the women's suffrage movement, when black men had the opportunity to vote, it was y'all that said, before black men get a chance to vote, we're gonna vote. So being inclusive with white women, since you're conservative, let me break it down to you. White feminism that you know y'all Republicans say y'all against, it was white feminism that divided us, that said get on the white women's side, because the white women's side pushed white males.
But you see how she's excusing accountability for the black women because the black women, no one forced y'all to join them. Y'all joined them. Make it make sense. And then as payment, not payment, but as appreciation for joining the feminist movement, this is why y'all got welfare. This is why white women fought for you guys to have Section 8, all these welfare programs to bring government money into helping and supporting y'all. And all they asked was you can't have a man in the house, sending agents in the house to make sure. Y'all fell into this trap. Y'all did that. How y'all responded to that? That's why I would push back on her. How did black women respond to that? Y'all joined it. So don't pretend y'all was forced into the feminism stuff. And if you look at the odds, who's a bigger feminist? Who's more likely to identify themselves as a feminist? I believe black women are, especially the way they portray themselves, especially the way they've been conditioned to supposedly act. I ain't gonna rely on no man. That's a very feminist thing to say. So you acknowledge what I acknowledge, that liberal ideas destroyed the black community, but you don't want to take accountability or hold historically black women accountable for breaking up the family. And this is what black conservatives talk about all the time. United we stand, divided we fall. And all the negative outcomes that comes from being raised in a single parent household. But if a black conservative bring this up, it's dismissed. But then when you want to make a race point, you want to take our argument, like make it make sense. This is a problem with black politics. You realize the problem's there, but then when conservatives point out who's the source, because it goes against your preferred candidate, your preferred party, you make excuses for it. You justify it. Y'all picking and choosing. I digress.
Supremacy.
Well, I was
So
born
think
in
that-
1983, so
Yeah.
I
Well, I'm
wasn't
giving
a
you
part
the
of that.
well, I'm giving you the information. It was white women, just a little history. It was white women that divided up, saying women first, because what women first meant in white women's world meant white men first, not
Well,
black men.
I just
and we
like-
know that according to the history of
I
the women's
just
suffrage.
judge.
And according to history, y'all still went along with it. When it served y'all benefit from it. Black women, I'm talking to you. Y'all benefited from it. Y'all went right along with it. The minute it didn't serve y'all, now y'all want to complain about it. That's what this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Picking and choosing when you want it to apply. That's why I can't stand black liberals. In one hand, you're going to be arguing to the teeth with me. And then another one, you want to make a race point, then you want to take the same arguments that I levy on you, on the other person. Just a little bit of history. Yeah, just a little bit of history. Black women chose to do that. Black women chose to join them. You can say they were duped, tricked. It don't matter. You still made the choice to join them because you thought there was a benefit to joining the feminism movement. Tell me I'm lying.
Judge people individually.
Oh,
on
yeah,
how
well,
they
we're not
treat
talking
me.
about you. We're talking about systems.
Okay,
So, unfortunately, you're
that's
not the
fair.
system. And what I'm saying, the system, when you say we should identify as a woman first, that actually divides the black family.
I didn't say
What-
we should.
but
I was just saying, like, from the one white person in
Right,
the
I
room.
know. I know that you wanted to say that shouldn't we identify with the importance of identifying as a woman first and not color. And I'm letting you know why black women identify with color first. Because when we identified with you as white women first, you left us in the back and our men too.
But you still vote along with them. That's the point. Single women, 66% of y'all vote Democrat. So what benefits you getting from voting Democrat when Democrat has essentially these ideas that propagated from the Democratic Party has incentivized and conditioned your culture to the outcomes that you are complaining about right now in 2024. So you're making the argument for why I should try to vote Republican or at least demand some change from the Democratic Party. You just highlighted how Democratic policies, Democratic ideas has hurt the black community. Yet you still expect the black community to vote 90% for the Democratic Party. Make it make sense. I hope she's an independent. I hope she's not a Democrat making these points. Because she wants to talk about white women this, white women that. But y'all forget y'all voted along this system in the first place too. And then y'all don't want no accountability, so you want to pretend that it's some white supremacy. No, it's not. You made bad choices. You got bad outcomes. That's the reality of the black community. That's the reality of where the black community currently is. You make bad decisions. You make bad bets. You get bad outcomes. It's that simple. But y'all want to make it complicated because the reality is you want to use your race. You want to use racism as an alibi to excuse your personal responsibility in your part that you played, that historically black women played into helping destroying the black family. I digress.
I'm
I'm just answering the question. Yeah, well, your ancestors.
Your people.
Yeah,
As a whole.
it's okay. I answered your question.
Okay.
Even like now, you know. But anyway, let's move on to the next.
So are we coming back to abortion, or because I saw
Sure,
the
you
call
want
sheet?
some-
Are
yeah,
we
sure.
coming back to it, or if we're coming back to it, we can.
But did I answer the question?
Yes.
I think so.
Relative to abortion, right? You know, our community has aborted 25 million children.
And how many white folks?
And what white
We
folks
got-
do,
we gotta
what white folks do, don't set the standard in the black
I know.
community.
That's the difference between black conservatives and black liberals. Black conservatives, think like a conservative for 1 second, black people, please. We think about what we do. Hey, how can we get better? What your coach always tell you in sports, don't worry about what the other team doing. You can't control what the other team is doing. You only can control what we do here. We only can control what we do as a team. We can't control what defense they play. We can't control their formation. We can't control their rotation. Stop worrying about them. Worry about us. That's how a black conservative think. Do nothing for me. That's the ethos of a black conservative. But what women? Women quick to compare and contrast. Oh, what about man? What about white women? What about this? What about nobody? What we gonna do? This is why black politics ain't respected. Shout out to him, man. Damn, that sounds like something my dad would say. Hey, don't worry about what they do. Don't worry about other people. Worry about what you do. Don't worry about other people that they're making fun of you because you speak standard English. That's better for you. You live in an English-speaking country. You should be able to proficiently speak the language of the country if you want to be successful. My dad will tell me that. Actually, my mom will tell me that. Instead, oh, they get away with this, they get away with that. Like, you can't control them. You can't do nothing about them. You can control what you do, though. And that's that tough love I miss. I think the black community is missing, bro. I think we've been coddled too much as a black community. I'm being dead ass. I'm being dead serious here. Let them cook.
I just want to make
But
sure
we
we
need
get
to
the
be
facts.
measuring ourselves we need to measure ourselves on our own performance.
No problem. I just wanted to know the white folks. That's all.
Fair enough. We've aborted 25 million children, and it's my opinion that the world is better with those children in it than not. Okay? Abortion is, in many ways, a very difficult topic for a lot of people to deal with. But what we're really not talking about is the root issue, which is premarital sex. Premarital sex is the most significant issue.
You against premarital sex?
So I am actually. I am
For
actually.
real?
As of today.
Oh, go ahead,
Yeah. I
then.
am as of today. So as of today, yeah. So dig, right? So no, wait, because we got a whole bunch of people in the crowd who gonna claim that they from the community, and I ain't perfect. So hold on,
You keep talking about you're from the community. We all from the community. You do that all the time.
Let me for the cameras.
Are you married?
For the
We just wanna
cameras.
make sure. Are you
For the
married?
cameras in the view, I can lay my resume. I can lay my family
No,
resume
just
on the
ask,
face.
are you married?
I'm
They wanna know. Just yes or no.
I'm gonna run it for you.
No, just a yes or no. Before you move forward.
Like, it does nothing to the point. End of the day, is he lying or he's not? That's it. That's all I care about. I don't care about if he's a hypocrite for pointing it out or not, or he participating in it. I don't care. Y'all expect moral perfection. Martin Luther King was out here cheating on his wife. Y'all still listen to him. I have a dream. Y'all never criticize. Minute anyone bring it up, oh, you're distracted from the point of what he did significant. He helped black people get civil rights. But when a black man's trying to make a point that highlights black women in an unflattering light, here the excuses making. Here's the tap dancing from the black Democrats, the black liberals, the black people in the community, because they're uncomfortable with the talking point. Oh, you're impossible? Oh, you against premarital sex now? Oh, you're assuming that he's supposed to be because he's black? I'm just saying. Look, this is why black politics ain't taken seriously. That's why the Democrats say, hey, sit down and just vote for us. That's why they talk to you. That's why Republicans don't really go out and try to get your vote, because when they do, you do stuff like this. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna run it for you. I'm a grown heterosexual black male. Hold on, no, stop. Who has benefited?
He won't answer
for the cameras.
Somebody
for the cameras. No, I'm gonna give you more than you asked for.
No, but I just want
I'm
this
gonna give you more than you asked for.
No, but I don't want one to ask for. I just want to know.
I
Yes
am a
or
black
no?
male who benefited from the abortion program.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you what you did this last time.
At 18 years old, I benefited with another sister from abortion. But that don't mean that I don't know that it's wrong.
Right.
See, one of the issues we have in our community.
Relax, soldier. Relax.
The issue that we
Remember
have
on
in
the
our community.
Hold on, tone it down. Relax.
Fair enough.
Come on, you foaming at the mouth. Relax, baby.
Bro, because you cutting him off. And this is the little power trip this lady starts going on. Like, it's like she don't want to be questioned. Like, it was supposed to be a place for debate. The man couldn't even get maybe a sentence off before she already started try to cast something, and people on the other side making hooplas and all this stuff. This is politics is not reality TV. You can't be doing none of this was substantive. The man was trying to make a point. Y'all try to call him out on hypocrisy and all this stuff. And this is what I'm talking about. This is how the Democrats have the black vote on lock, because they know, oh, these are some emotional people. Oh, these people don't base things on logic. Let's just cater to them. Let's pander to them. This is why it's more effective to pander to black women than actually educate black women or debate black women on the topics and issues, because they want to feel good about something. They want to feel okay about something. And they always have to be put in an emotional message. And you wonder why men are leaving the Democratic Party.
Relax. You foaming? Relax. I just know this because they want to know. They're asking.
So listen.
No.
I'm a divorcee with a fiance.
No.
I'm a divorcee with a fiance and children. You see what I'm saying?
Let's stop, because you the one threw it out there. So I just want to know, yes or no, before we move forward. Are you married? Yes or no?
But what it matters?
I'm engaged.
So
I got a beautiful.
What does matter?
I've been married, right?
So why does it matter? But why does it matter though? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, this is coming from an unmarried man. But why does it matter?
And I've also leveraged
I just asked you a simple question. Were you married, yes or no? So bottom line, she ain't getting none tonight. So bottom line, she ain't getting. I just want to make sure. The people want to know. Ma'am, you ain't getting none tonight because he said as of tonight.
Exactly.
No, we're not going to.
And yeah, exactly. She's distracted from the issue, and then she's trying to shame him. But black women ain't combative, proving every stereotype true. Then when people name the statistics, black women are the most single, least married group of women in America. How are you going to be in a relationship with a woman like this? The minute you try to make a point, oh, but you did this, you did that. She ain't focused on what she did wrong. She trying to make excuses for why she did it. She tried to pass blame. She tried to distract. She tried to gaslight you and say, oh, but you did this. Don't matter. We talking about what you doing. This is the type of woman that you get in a relationship with, and nothing's ever her fault. I'm just saying.
Hurting from the real
90
issue here.
seconds
The
before
real
the
issue
debate.
is the real issue is
seconds
the
before
real
the
issue is
debate.
people don't want to be accountable to the fact
We accountable,
that
but man, you
they
ain't
are
getting none
having
tonight.
sex
That's damn shame,
and
'cause he
putting
look a
these
nice
children
looking man.
at risk.
And he said you
abortion
ain't-
is being used.
We got
as
all
a
that,
front.
but I know you ain't getting none
Abortion
tonight,
is being
man.
used.
Make
Ted,
sure y'all stay
Ted,
tapped in.
Wait,
we got
wait,
to
Ted.
talk about the real issue. We just want to know was you married? And he said he ain't getting none.
gotta leave her on
90
that.
seconds. We
You
gonna
can't,
get
she ain't gonna let you
Stay out of
run
the
it.
way.
I ain't gonna let you do it.
Because the uncomfortable
but then
truth.
y'all want
The
raise your
news
hand.
media
You
don't
wanna
want you to
know
hear
if
the
he's
uncomfortable
married.
truth.
Raise your hand. We just want to know. We just want to know.
That's it.
Man, the cat. We
I
just
called
want to
it like it is. I've called it like it is.
Baby.
Why? Why is it important? Like, you see the game? You can't even have a substantive discussion because they're trying to make it out about something that doesn't really matter to the premise of the discussion, because they want to roast you or clown you or mock you for a point you're making. You see, this is how they distract from the point. Because the reason I'm so mad is because this happens to me when growing up, I would make a point and they'll try to make it about some other stuff just to clown you for it. Oh, I know you ain't talking Kenny with your or whatever shoes, right? Right. And then they're focused on that. And as you still trying to make a serious point about something, they still commenting on the very thing that's happening because they don't want to talk about that facet, that angle that you had. They don't want to actually, because when they talk about, oh, we want to have a race conversation, but people don't want to talk about it. And then someone's like, okay, I wanted to talk about the race issue. Here your behavior. Here's what you're doing. Here's why you're incarcerated. And then, oh, look at this man. He cooning for the white man. Look at this coon. You see the game? And you wonder why black politics isn't respected. I swear, I think if Malcolm X was born in 2024, he would not be as significant as he was in 1965. I'm just saying.
We gonna talk about abortion. Relax. But I told you this last time.
If we was gonna go back, you wanted me to jump in, so I ran in.
You got to lay out the premise of the argument.
So
And
I'm trying to get there,
Since
but
you said
you
you don't believe in
interjecting,
no,
though.
because
You
I needed to
interjecting.
know that before we got to the debate. We need to know because we need to know if you was gonna get something.
Hey man.
We moving. This is one of my best friends, y'all. As of tonight, we get to
Listen.
40 seconds until the debate. Watch the debate. We're streaming it live. You see, we're gonna get it popping. Hey, make sure you're right here. And we're going to talk about abortion and how he's not getting none tonight.
Let's do it.
Y'all make sure y'all.
Let's do it.
You see how she tried to clown him? I'm done. Y'all want to watch it full? Hey, I'll leave the link in the description below. I'm done. And then y'all wonder why I get duped, bamboozled, why I don't get nothing for your vote, why you get abused by the Democratic Party, because the Democratic Party know y'all like the back of their hand. I'm going to have these ninjas voting Democrat for 200 years. LBJ said that, allegedly. And you see why. You see how. Man try to make a point about abortion. She knows she don't got nothing. So she made it about something else. And then she attempts to clown him, roast him, to distract from the fact that he was going to make something a serious point. When you want to talk about serious things, they want to talk about unserious things. This is why black politics isn't taken seriously. This is why black politics isn't respected by many people in this country. And it's not because of racism. It's because of behaviors that are displayed by the very people that said they wanted a coherent conversation, that said they wanted discussions to happen. And let's look at the comment section. She is the worst host ever. Thank you, PBL, for calling this woman out. I don't know who PBL is, but shout out to him. This was the most unprofessional debate coverage I ever watched. The co-host or guest couldn't get a word in because the host kept cutting everyone off every time she didn't agree or wanted to get her point across. How many times was she going to say it was her show, then do the show by yourself? It seemed like she was just bullying everyone. Hey, that's just my thoughts. Let me hear yours in the comment section below. What do you think could have been? What would have been a better way of going about that conversation in that coverage? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll be interested to hear what you guys have to say. And your race doesn't matter. I don't care if you're white, Hispanic. I don't care about your ethnicity. Anyone's allowed to comment on this stuff, right? Because I hate this gatekeeping that racists like to use to deflect criticism from people who happen to not look like them, right? Like she did with the white woman in the show. But I digress. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.